region is big. If you haven't caught on to that, we have Central Washington, Eastern Washington, Northern Idaho, that's the tall skinny part, the entire state of Montana, and Northern Wyoming. That is the Mountain West region. And 4 years ago, we had an event where we started an initiative that was called Developing Future Leaders. We call that DFL. And what that means is that we have taken funds and we have sent them directly to communities so that they can hire part-time and full-time staff, people who are called and gifted to reach kids in their community. But if the area doesn't quite have the funding to hire them, we have raised money out of this room to do that. And that happens, so we have the funding part of it, but then we also support them and train our DFLs because they're going to be the future leaders of the mission of Young Life. And we firmly, firmly believe that. So, over the past 4 years, we've had 45 DFLs come out of this region from this room. The efforts where you have sent people on, I thank you. It's been fantastic. In your program, there's this graphic, which these are pictures of our DFLs, and you will see, man, we're reaching middle school kids, high school kids, young adults who are college-age, teen parents, people with disabilities, and college students all across our region. So these are some of our current DFLs. But tonight, I'm going to give you a chance to see just some of the impact of what you have done across our region to bring Jesus, to bring hope to teenagers. I just want you to understand just the significance of this room. Y'all and your finances have launched this and have done this work, and so this is also a celebration. So the first DFL I'm going to introduce is a man named Justin Connor, ministry at Mount Spokane High School to make it healthy. So Justin had a team. One of those leaders was Andrew. Andrew and Justin knew 40 kids in their team. They had another guy on the team. They knew and prayed for 40 kids at Mount Spokane High School. Now they have a team of 80 folks. And Justin, you are successfully leading people twice your age because there are parents, young marrieds, and college students on your team. And now they know 200 kids by name and pray for them. Come on up, guys. Now, I did not invite all 200 kids from Mount Spokane High School, but these are kids from North Spokane that represent the 200 kids that Justin and Andrew and the team know and pray for. And you guys, it's October, and they know and pray for 200 kids. Fantastic. Mackenzie Johnson was an all-star leader in Spokane Valley. Mackenzie Johnson was a volunteer leader who led at Freeman High School. And then she wanted to start middle school, and she said they had 3 kids. And so in order to give Mackenzie more capacity with her time, we used DFL money to hire her, and she really got the wildlife ministry going and the high school going. Come on, guys. So that they have a high school ministry and a middle school ministry. We got leaders like Jacob and leads both. We got Maddie. She's a high school student at Freeman who's now reaching out to middle school students. And I calculated it, and Mackenzie and her team knows and prays for 35% of high schoolers and middle schoolers in Freeman. That's amazing. Now, Mackenzie took middle schoolers to camp. We call our middle school ministry Wildlife, and that's a really good name for it. And I just want to tell you a quick story about a kid they took named Rebel. Okay, Rebel was at camp, and a couple days in, he pulled his leader aside, and he said, "Hey, at night when I get in my bunk and it's quiet, I hear someone calling my name. Calling my name. Do you think it could be God?" And so his leader was able to say, "Yeah, Rebel, God knows you, He sees you, He loves you." And that week at camp, Rebel started a relationship with Jesus. And so these leaders are doing a fantastic job of knowing kids by name. Kids like Rebel, but kids who are endearing and loved like little Mike Valenti. It's a fantastic thing that's going on in Spokane Valley. So let's give them a hand. In North Idaho, we have a fantastic young life staff person there. His name's Carson Kramer. And whenever God asks him to do something, he says yes. He hired a DFL a few years ago. Her name is Tori Walter, and she's on your sheet. The DFL program has caused Carson in North Idaho to be like, well, what can I do if I take people who are called and who are gifted? What can I do in a community? And so they just went gangbusters. They had so many kids signed up for camp, they could not go to Malibu because there were not enough spots. They sent 120 kids to Lake Roosevelt and did their own houseboat camp. And some of those kids are here tonight. Come on in, guys. These are kids from North Idaho. And something, come on up here, Jaden. Houseboat camp, something really special happened. And there was an outrageous number of kids who committed their lives to Jesus for the first time, and other kids who recommitted their lives to Jesus. Tori, their DFL, and the staff here, 42 high school students signed up to be intentionally discipled and to reach out to kids at their school and kids in middle school. They had an event last Monday where 181 kids showed up. They got to hear about Jesus, and I just think about the ripple effect of all of these things happening. The message that we're giving these young staff when we say, yeah, you're called and you're gifted. Now go get it. We're behind you. Money's a problem we can solve. Now you go after those kids. I mean, this stage is little and it is full. And I will tell you, these are 3 stories of DFLs in our region. Look at that sheet. There are stories of kids in Moses Lake, in Tri-Cities, in Walla Walla, in Bozeman, in Missoula, in Billings, in Sheridan, Wyoming, of God doing his thing. We're willing to say yes. I think there's going to be a huge, huge stage in heaven, because these kids and these staff, they're going to make real changes. They're going to share hope. So let's give the work that God's done a hand.